I should have considered geography differently when I picked my away rotations, and in hindsight, that was another big mistake that I made during my first cycle. Here's what I would have done as a fourth-year student knowing what I know now. Hi, my name is Avery, and I successfully matched an ophthalmology residency after taking 2 gap years and going unmatched my first year, here to share all the lessons I've learned throughout the process with you. Since I had no home program, I chose programs spread all throughout the US that I had a shot of matching at and that I had a connection with, whether it was through a mentor's connection, whether it was because I had a friend who was at the program, or because it was located in a city I used to live in. I wanted to show programs that I had no geographic ties and that I was willing to relocate anywhere for residency. However, a very common response I got from residents and attendings when I told them I came from Las Vegas was, "Wow, what brings you all the way out here?" That reaction in itself isn't bad, but my explanation afterwards wouldn't be convincing that their program would be my number one choice. I initially thought that programs wouldn't really care what region applicants came from, but now I know that's not the case, especially among smaller programs located in smaller cities. From the program perspective, this makes sense. Let's take, for instance, applicant A and applicant B, who both rotated at your small program. Applicant A did a great job on their way, everyone loved them, however, they didn't grow up in the area, they don't have any ties to the area, and they made it obvious that they don't really want to stay in the area afterwards to practice. Applicant B, however, was born and raised in the city, has family in the area, and obviously wants to stay and practice in the area after residency. Applicant B may not have performed as well as applicant A on their way, but there were no red flags, and you know that they're teachable. In this situation, you could see how a program would choose applicant B over applicant A because of applicant B's strong desire to be at that specific program, rather than applicant A, who could do just as well at any program. Thus, in hindsight, I should have applied to more programs that were geographically closer to home and paid more attention to the resident pages to see where other residents had come from. Ultimately, it's much more impactful if you chose to rotate at a program because of proximity to family and or a desire to practice in that region after residency, rather than because of a potential connection between your mentor and a PD.